My name is Linda Stout, and I grew up in the central Piedmont region of the state of North Carolina. I started in Kannapolis, North Carolina with voter registration, get out the vote work in the 84 elections and was registering people to vote. But then I used that as a hook to begin to get to know people and begin to ask questions. What was it they needed in their community? What were they looking for? And we always made voter registration part of the work because we knew that as low-income people, working class people, we had to build power. And until we could build power, no one was listening to us.
Piedmont Peace Project has done a lot of different kinds of work. For one thing, we've kept an ongoing voter education project going with voter registration work, get out the vote on election days. One of the really amazing things about this organization is that it has brought low-income, working class, Black and white people together for the first time in our area. And it's been a real sense of empowerment for me personally, as well as I know everybody else that's involved in the organization.
Good evening, I'm Jim Love and welcome to Issues in Focus. Tonight we're going to be focusing on one of our most effective grassroots organizations in North Carolina, and it's headquartered here in Cabarrus County, Piedmont Peace Project.
Not everyone in this country and in North Carolina and in this community have access to the same resources. So we're a group of people who have come together to find our voices and to raise them together to try to draw attention to the situation that faces many people in our communities.
In one community, we may work on education issues or healthcare issues or water and sewer issues. But what is common in all the places that we work is that we tie those local issues to national spending priorities. We look at priorities around military spending or around social policies, economic and environmental policies, and then affect those on a local level, statewide or countywide.
And one of the main reasons that we do voter registration, and I'm going to add into that voter education, when you think about what could be done, if you could rally a little bit of voter registration and turnout, you can shape politics.
Voting is a huge way to make a difference in your community, in your state, and in this country. We've seen how elections can get won by just a few votes, or just this one vote in the electoral college can make a huge difference in the trajectory of your state, your country, or your city. Here in Kinston, we have a city council and a school board and county commission that make decisions on a regular basis that directly impact us as young people. And even when we can't vote, we know it's important that they recognize us as constituents and partners in this community and not just folks who are the future.
Voter registration is essential. It empowers the organization to understand that they have power to influence their community. A lot of the communities that we serve, they may not be as informed about their voter rights or just the process of voting. So voter registration is essential, especially, coming in unbiased. You just want to inform.
A lot of elections are won in this country by a slim margin, and a little bit of turnout can shape local, state, and national politics. So what we try to help people do is see the reasons behind not going to the polls to elect candidates, but to vote for issues.
We began to do what I now call the Take 10 program, where we trained folks to register to vote and educate people to go vote and to work on issues. And the next year, we said to those 10 folks in the community, next year we want you to get out 100 folks. And we did that by asking them to train their 10 folks. Within 5 years, we had built a force of 44,000 people that had been trained and all registered to vote. We had like 98% turnout.
Take 10 actually did two things. One, it allowed organizations to build a volunteer base and talked about the importance of doing that. In other words, you can do more with other people helping you than you can do by yourself. It gave more people an opportunity to carry out voter registration campaigns. The other thing I mentioned earlier, the relational organizing part of this, is encouraging people to talk to people, to talk to their neighbors, to talk to their family members, to talk to their fellow employees, and that kind of thing. That would be the thing that helped that Take 10 did. It actually talked about how you take 10 people and then they take 10 people and then you grow through that.
How can we get young people involved in registering voters and getting folks to city council and school board meetings and making sure we're engaged in the processes where these decisions are going to impact us and affect us? So having access to the Take 10 training where we're able to hear from, award-winning and, experienced leaders in this field, this organizing space and civic engagement space, and get trained on the tools and resources to help us strengthen the work we're already doing has been a great help. So we're grateful to have had access to this Take 10 trainings and Spirit in Action. That training, whether in the group setting or even one-on-one, has definitely helped our members, me as a professional, our staff and board members as well, just get even more skilled and more invested in this work, and more trained about how we can go out in our communities and do even more.
Take 10 was awesome. Take 10 helped us to gather the workspace that we have and to bring it out so people can learn and that we can teach them.
Trainings have been great, even if you may not have grasped exactly what Miss Linda was trying to convey in the training. She's always there to support you. The trainings have been from everything from helping to fund your organization to how it should be ran. Being able to give information about so many different facets of your organization has been helpful. It's almost like a one-stop shop. She knows everything top to bottom.
The information was given in one session, and then 2 weeks later we had the coaching session. The information was given. Folk were able to process that information, to even get a chance to try it out. And then to come back and have the coaching session, it allowed folk to come in, because when they tried it out, there were definitely things that didn't work just like you think it would have.
With the different steps in Take 10, it really helped us to complete the work that we need to do in our organization.